Aloha friends, and welcome back to the kitchen. Today I am making soufflés, which sound very difficult, but if you follow directions are really quite easy. I'm having the camera aimed down so you can just see exactly what I'm doing rather than focusing on my face. But I have 4 ramekins. They don't match, but it's not a big deal. And I'm going to grease them with some tallow. You could use this tallow has a cooking spray, which is nice. But I'm just gonna grease it pretty good. Not too much. The fat will cause the egg whites to fall. I have these cute like Staub ones. I love them. So just grease those up. I have my oven on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are gonna be like a Nutella souffle. So I'm gonna have some hazelnut in there. Not actual hazelnuts, but hazelnut collagen from Further Food, which we love. So what we're going to do now is we have 4 eggs. And I'm gonna put the whites in a clean, dry bowl. And then the yolks are gonna go in this one. Doesn't matter if there's a drop of water in this one. It matters if there's a drop of water in the egg whites, because then it won't whip quite as well, or at all. So carefully separate them. If you get any yolks in the whites, make sure you fish that out of there really well or start over. And make sure if you're using a hand mixer, that those are dry, not like right out of the dishwasher or something, because that will cause the whites to not whip also. So I'm more of a savory souffle person myself, but people who love Nutella love these, so my recipe testers. Now, I should have started with the chocolate. Oh well. You'll see that in a second. All right, now the 4 egg whites I'm gonna set aside. The 4 yolks are in here. And in here, we're gonna add some vanilla, a little bit. We're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of hazelnut collagen. And Further Food is so generous. If you use code MariaMindBody, you save 18% on every time you order it, not just the first time. I love that about them. They're very generous. So 1/4 of a cup is more than 1 scoop. So I would use a real measuring cup, okay? If you don't like hazelnut, you could use your chocolate. That would work too. But then it wouldn't be a Nutella souffle, it'd be a chocolate souffle, which is fun. Then I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of powdered allulose to the yolks. And what I'm gonna do now, which I should have started like right away, I have unsweetened baking chocolate. It's 1 ingredient. So if you get like the baker's chocolate, make sure it's unsweetened. And I'm gonna chop that quite fine. And then I'm gonna heat that until it's melted. That's probably the hardest part, is incorporating this melted chocolate. And I just realized I didn't use a mic. Oh, Mamma Mia. Oh well. Sorry if the sound's not great. But everybody's still sleeping, so it shouldn't be too bad. Kai's just woke up. Morning, Kai. He's not a morning person. I usually do his part of the video later in the day. He gets more crazy as the day goes on. Okay. I'm gonna put this over like a medium heat. Okay, and now I'm gonna set this aside. I'm going to use a whisk to incorporate that. I should have had that ready. Sorry, my friends, it's early. You could use a hand mixer, but then you're gonna wanna clean it and dry it before you whip the whites. So we're just stirring this on up until all of the powdered allulose is mixed, which it's not right now. And then once the chocolate is melted, we're gonna add that to this mixture. Carefully and slowly, otherwise you're gonna cook those egg yolks, which you don't want to. Okay. So I'm gonna speed this up to help you guys out. Okay, friends, this is what it looks like. The reason I have it out is I burnt the first batch. All of a sudden, like within like a second, I smelled like burnt chocolate. And sure enough, I had to clean this and start over. So what I'm gonna do is slowly mix it. I should have a hand mixer, but I'm gonna add the chocolate into this. Yeah, I should have like a hand mixer would be better, but it's gonna be really thick. But then we're gonna add the egg whites to it, so it's not too bad. Now that we kind of tempered the yolks, I can add it faster. There we go. That was kind of like the hardest part, I think anyway. Some people might think whipping the egg whites is. I can't imagine like Julia Child, how she would like whip the egg whites by hand. Crazy. Okay, so now that that's well mixed, I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna get to the egg whites. We are going to add a touch of cream of tartar, which just helps stabilize the egg whites. You don't have to add this, but if you're new to whipping egg whites, just add a pinch. And then we're gonna add a pinch of salt. We're gonna add a Redmond real salt. Always add salt to your desserts. It's a flavor enhancer. And now I will whip this until stiff peaks. All right, now that we have very stiff peaks, very stiff, and again, make sure that your spatula is even dry. It should be like a marshmallow. Most people underwhip their whites, especially when they're making like my bread. Okay, so now we're gonna add half the whites and mix that up. We can use this now. Be a little bit easier. Scrape the sides here. I need more room. Whoa. Oh, I can smell it. It smells like Nutella. Just want to get all that chocolate on the sides here and there. Got a lot of this. Now I'm going to add the rest of the whites. Try not to deflate them as you're adding it. And then we'll divide that into our 4 ramekins that we prepared. Oh, I should have put it on a baking sheet. I'll do that next. And make sure you don't see any streaks. I might just use the hand mixer. Julia Child would call me a wimp. And hand mixer is welcome. Okay. Now it's helpful to put your ramekins onto a baking sheet. Just to keep this even Steven. There we go. Grab our spatula and there we go. Looks delicious if you like Nutella and chocolate. I'll have to show you how to make a cheese souffle. Comment below if you want me to make a cheese souffle for you. I do have a carnivore souffle on my YouTube. Did that a couple months ago. There we go. And then we're gonna bake it for about 11 minutes. You want them to be split really jiggly on the inside. The thing about white and black, they might cook differently. This is just like a cast iron, the black is, and the white is ceramic, but it's okay. We'll put it in the oven, we'll catch you back in 11 minutes. Okay friends, here we go. Here are the soufflés. They are cooked through, and we will have Kai's taste test. Morning Kai, how are you?
Morning.
Everybody, he's quiet now, but we want you to try chocolate souffle, just like Gordon Ramsay would.
Okay.
Okay, go for it. It's falling as we speak. Ooh. Ooh, I should have maybe done it more minutes. Careful, it's hot.
That's really good.
I did 11 minutes, people. I probably should have done like 13 because it's really melty. But
Yeah.
it looks really good. Let's show people. Like show them how melty it is in there. That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's not so bad. So what would you rate this? 1 through 10. And then I have to tell everybody a funny story about yesterday.
I'll give it 8.5.
8.5, and you don't even like chocolate, man. All right, so yesterday we went to a very delicious restaurant, didn't we? And it's a pretty like fancy restaurant. All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Emmerichs!" Like everybody knew who we were, and they were like, people who didn't know who we were, like some of the chefs, they were scrolling through my Instagram and stuff, and they're like, "Kai's famous. He does all the videos for you." I was like, "I know." So it was really good. What did you have? You had a ribeye?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a burger without bread and chicken wings. Super good. So what do you want to tell people?
Cook with your kids.
Cook with your kids, my friends, and enjoy this Nutella souffle. And don't forget to order this and use Maria Mind Body to save. Mahalo, everybody.
Mahalo.
When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, acid reflux, depression, and IBS. Instead of taking those prescription drugs, I decided to change my life with food. Yes, food healed me, and it's healed so many of my clients over the past 20 years of working with people. If you are interested in transforming your life, check out KetoMaria.com. I'd be honored to help you.